Hey everyone, how's it going? So in this video I will be teaching you how to make this high-powered blowgun out of 1/2-inch PVC. And really, all that you need is the 1/2-inch PVC. However, if you'd like to add on to it and make it better, you'll need 2 1/2-inch PVC couplings, just the slip connectors. And then just for aesthetics, I used camo duct tape and then electrical tape to make the grip. And you may also need black spray paint to paint the little couplings. So that's all that you need, other than something to cut the PVC. And then if you do decide to use the couplings, there's an optional step involving a heat gun. You can also use a stove or something along those lines. I wouldn't recommend a lighter or a torch or anything, because it may melt the plastic. So let's get started. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to buy a 5-foot length of PVC. And I cut mine to 42 inches long. That's 3.5 feet. So what you're going to do after you cut it is, if you decide to use the couplings, you just place one of them on each end. Okay, and make sure that they're really on there, so that way they don't come off. Okay, so now I will be using gloves. I would recommend using gloves, but you don't have to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use a heat gun on one of the couplings, and then I'm going to flare it out just like this, so you can see it's flared out, and this will be your mouthpiece. See, this is the normal one, and this is the mouthpiece. So it's going to get loud whenever I turn this on, but really I'm just going to heat it up until it's malleable, and I'm just going to pull it apart until it makes a nice even cone. Okay, so now it's heated up. All I'm going to do is just start pulling it apart and spreading it out as it cools. I actually don't know if I got it hot enough, but we shall see. You can use your palm and just really start spreading it out. Okay, so as you can see now, we have a nice cone that this is where our mouth is going to go. So that way it makes a better seal for air, and we'll just put the dart right in through there. So another optional step, just for aesthetics, if you want to use your blowgun now, that's all you have to do. That's all it is. But for aesthetics, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint the mouthpiece and the little end cap. I don't really know what it would be called. It may be a good idea to get a piece of steel wool and just kind of go over each piece and just kind of rough it up a little bit, so that way the sandpaper sticks to it, or the spray paint, I mean, sticks to it a little better. Just real light rubbing over. It doesn't take much. Clean it off. Okay, and then I'm just going to spray paint it. Okay, now the end piece. And then, if you have the heat gun, if you want this to dry a lot quicker, you just okay, so now it's dry. So this will allow you to put another coat of spray paint on if you need it. Okay, so if you decide to spray paint the end pieces, I would very highly recommend on the mouthpiece getting some steel wool and just kind of brushing over it. And this will make it softer, for one thing, and it will also get rid of any spray paint that got on the inside of there. So that way you don't, get it in your mouth or anything like that. Okay, so now we are back inside. What we're going to do is we are going to get a piece of PVC, camo, or just any kind of tape. They have different designs or whatever. Duct tape, camo duct tape for me, and then electrical tape. So, what we are going to do is, using 2 pieces, we're going to cover the whole bit of pipe with duct tape. Okay, so we just apply it, and then we just kind of slowly press it down, just working your way. Okay, and then, so you just do another piece, and that's it. Okay, so I have the whole pipe now, the whole blowgun, completely covered with duct tape. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put on the back grip, the one by the mouthpiece. So, getting your electrical tape, pull off a little piece. Well, not a little piece, you just open it, I guess. Put it on, and then just start wrapping. And I like to build up some thickness on the ends. I just find that it's a little bit more comfortable. So I do a couple wraps there, and then I start to angle it over. And you just keep wrapping it. I like to go 4 or 5 inches long, maybe. And then I do a couple more wraps right at the edge. And then you'd go back. And then I do a couple more wraps just to kind of make sure everything's balanced between the ends. And then cut it off. Smooth out any bumps. And there you go. There's one grip. So then this part is going to vary depending on whose blowgun it is. But what you do is you hold the grip and you put this piece up to your mouth, and then you simply find where it's comfortable to hold it. And then you can move it around a little bit. You do that. You put it up to your mouth with grip on one hand on your grip, and the other hand. So right about here is pretty comfortable. So then you just do another layer of electrical tape right here for your secondary grip. Okay, so I just finished up the secondary grip, and now the blowgun is done. Let's see if I can get the whole thing in the picture. These work phenomenally well. I have shot, I guess, a bird and a rabbit with them as well, and I've only had them since Wednesday, so I guess your Wednesday and my Wednesday are different, so for me that's 3 days. But yeah, they work absolutely phenomenally well. One thing that I do recommend though, and it's pretty easy to do, is find a mark or put a mark or piece of tape or something designating one side as the top. In case it is warped or bent or anything, it will always be that way. Because if you learn to adjust for it, then it's just like a straight blowgun. One thing that you can use is on these little PVC pieces. They have a little nub on them right there. So you can just designate that as the top. And that's it. Okay, so now I will shoot it for you. I will be using a broadhead dart, very small broadhead, but a broadhead dart that I made in another video on my channel, so check that out if you want to learn how to make these. They're super easy, super quick, and they work phenomenally well. So you just put it in the end, and you shoot. Just like that. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And that's it. Thanks.